Hey guys, it's Nikki. Hope you're doing well. I just thought I would do a quick video to kind of show you how I make a breakfast casserole. It's got tons and tons of protein in it, and it'll last me the whole week. Now granted, I'm 7 months out, so but I can still eat a pretty decent amount of about between a half a cup to a cup of food at a time. So anyways, so here we go. Hope you like it. I'm going to set you down, so this might be a little weird. Sorry for like my finger in the way and stuff. Okay. Alright folks, I hope you can see this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take a dozen jumbo eggs here, and I'm going to crack them in, I guess this, what is this pirate size? I think it's like I think it's a 9-inch square pirate casserole. And sorry for all the other little noise that's going on. My laundry room is actually in my kitchen, and I'm doing laundry right now. So you get to hear my laundry going, and the TV in the living room. So I'm going to empty all of these eggs into here. And I'm sorry I can't speed this up. I don't have any kind of like editing software or anything, and I normally record my videos from my phone and just upload directly in there. So you guys are going to stick it out with me the whole time that I'm making this. But I thought that some of you might enjoy it. I know it's a super easy breakfast for me because I can just take a piece of the casserole to work with me, or even because of where I work, I can actually get the shell out of there. I can actually take the entire casserole dish to work with me. I'm going to throw this away and wash my hands. Towel. I can wipe my hands off. Okay. So then we're just going to whisk this up. Make sure I poke all my yolks. And I do this all kind of like on a cutting board, basically, and this 9-inch casserole dish. Basically because I hate doing dishes, and I don't like to have more dishes than I need. But I might end up getting more dishes than I need because I'm not really a fan of what this whisk is doing for me. I'm going to get a fork. Yeah, that's not nearly as messy. While I'm stirring this up, I'm going to get some salt and pepper and some garlic powder. You guys can put whatever seasoning in it that you want. I'm going to put a little bit of powder in it and a little bit of paprika too. If you guys like, some people like hot sauce with their eggs or chili powder or something like that. So, if you want to spice it up or, put some fresh veggies in it or something like that, you are welcome to do so. Okay, I think, I totally just lost that. Did you guys see that? Okay, my hands are clean, I swear I just lost them. I just totally lost my fork in my egg. My scrambled egg mixture. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to put my seasoning in it. My onion doesn't want to come out. See, all this time I'm talking about how I don't want to use extra utensils and stuff to watch. I'm probably going to use like one of everything. Alright. There we go. Some onion. Some garlic. Some paprika. Some fresh ground black pepper. And just a tiny bit of salt. And I'm going to stir this in the egg mixture a little bit. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to set this over to the side. I'm going to put up my spices. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to do is pull out some bread. The bread is actually used as a thickener. Let me clean up my workspace a little bit. I have a little bit of egg right there. Okay. So the bread is used as a thickener. If you want to use something different, please feel free to do so. This is a couple of pieces of, see if you can see it, Nature's Own honey wheat, and for one slice it has 70 calories, 0.5 grams of fat, 14 carbs, 2 sugars, and 2 proteins. And I'm going to use about 4 pieces. But I want you to remember you're going to get 9 servings out of this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these bread pieces and actually put them down into the egg mixture that I just did. And I've got actually, I need to get another piece of bread. I have another loaf here. I'm going to go ahead and use my end in this because I don't eat sandwiches with this bread, but my husband does, and he doesn't like to eat the end, so I guess this is like a total of 5 pieces of bread. 3 of them are ends, and 2 of them are just the regular pieces of bread. Okay. I'm gonna put this in there, and you know what? I may not, let me see my other little knife over here. I may not need to put the rest of that in my egg mixture. What this does is, like, the bread soaks up the egg, and I'll show you here in a minute. Because after you get everything together, you actually, yeah, see, I have, show you what I have going on here. Okay. I can't see what I'm showing you. Isn't that awful? Okay. So there's the bread and that I have left, so I'm not even going to use this. It's a little much. This is, okay, there. This is what casserole looks like, okay? Alright, let me set you back down. Sorry for all the moving around. I know this is weird. I'm doing it on my phone. Okay. And set you back down. Okay. Clean off my workstation. Alright. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is take some turkey breast. This is Ostermeyer Deli Fresh Mesquite turkey breast that I'm using, and it has a serving of 6 slices. I probably have, how many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 slices here that I'm going to use. 50 calories and 6 slices, 1 gram of fat, 2 carbs, and 8 protein. So you're adding even more protein here. And you're just going to chop it up in little pieces, because what you're going to do is just put it throughout the casserole. You can use sausage and bacon or ham or whatever kind of meat or whatever that you want. You can put it in the casserole. Any kind of vegetable that you want. Really just make it your own. Sorry, my dog's barking. Okay. So I'm going to bring this back over so you guys can see. And then you just kind of, you mix it up in the casserole. So like you do a step, you mix in the casserole or in the egg mixture. Okay, next thing is you're going to take some shredded cheese. This is just, I don't know if you can see that, like a nacho and taco mixture. I like it just because it has like cheddar and Monterey Jack, and it's got some spices in it and stuff. For a quarter of a cup, it has 100 calories. This is not a low-fat cheese. Please feel free to use like a veggie cheese or a low-fat cheese or something like that. This isn't. I don't have any at the house right now, but it's 8 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 6 protein. So there's more protein for you. And that's for a quarter of a cup. I'm probably going to use, let me get my measuring cup out here. See how much cheese I actually am going to use on this. I'm thinking I'm probably going to use like a cup of cheese total. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm going to use. Because you put a little bit on the top too, and it gets like nice and crusty. That might also be like a good place. Alright, so here's a half a cup of cheese. Sorry I keep having to like touch my camera because my battery is dying. So we're going to have to hurry up. Okay, so then you just mix the cheese all in. So you get that all mixed in, and then the second half, okay, I'm sorry. And the next thing you do, the second half of cheese goes on top. The next thing that I do is take skim milk. I take a half a cup of that. and pour it in. And what that does is just kind of extend your egg mixture a little bit, and it makes it really nice and fluffy. Okay, real nice and fluffy. Okay. So you do that, and then you take the second half cup of your cheese mixture, and you just sprinkle it all over. Okay? Alright, let me close my stuff up, put my stuff in the fridge. Clean my workstation, throw all my stuff away. Okay. So then, here you go. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it. Where am I going with this thing? Alright, so there it is. So what you do is you let this sit in your refrigerator. You cover it with some, move my finger out of the way, with some aluminum foil. And then you set it in your refrigerator. Sorry, I'm moving around and doing things. Set it in your fridge. Let it soak for about 2 to 3 hours. The bread soaks up all the egg mixture and everything. And then you bake it at 400 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour, kind of depending upon your oven. You can always check on it. Okay, so what you do is you leave the aluminum foil on it until like the last 15 minutes or so, and that lets the cheese on the top not get burnt, but it gets nice and crusty and gooey and yummy. And, you know, fork down the middle, check and see if it's done. I'll make another video when it's all done and post it up so that you guys can see some really yummy egg casserole that I eat. Really, you can eat it any time of day, but I eat it in the morning sometimes when I'm kind of getting tired of my Greek yogurt. Alright guys, thanks. Bye.